sportlichen Leiter Ali Hörtnagel ein 3-4-3-System. Die Salzburger spielen wieder mit Heimo Pfeifenberger, 4 Tore beim 6:1 Test gegen Hallein haben.
In 2005, Red Bull made a remarkable entry into football ownership by acquiring SB Salzburg, a mid-table team in the Austrian Bundesliga from the city of Salzburg. This led to the complete overhaul of the team, including its crest, name, kits and more. Red Bull owner Dietrich Mateschitz even stated that this was a new club with no history, which provoked criticism from fans across Austria and Germany. A group of supporters even decided to establish a new club after talks with the management over a proposed kit design fell through. However, this did not bother Mateschitz, as in the same year, he bought the iconic Metro Stars of New York and rebranded them as New York Red Bulls.
Going forward, we will be known as Red Bull New York.
Despite using extreme sports as a marketing tool for years, football was not the first global sport that Red Bull had invested in. However, within a few years, Red Bull became a full-fledged multi-club network by acquiring a few more clubs. Red Bull Ghana was bought in 2008, followed by RB Salzburg's farm team FC Liefering in 2012 and Red Bull Bragantino in 2019 after their dream of promoting RB Brazilian side to the Serie A was shattered. All these teams have almost identical designed kits and crests that resemble the company's logo, and they play in stadiums renamed as Red Bull Arena. But without any disrespect to these clubs, Red Bull needed brand exposure, and none of these clubs held the same value as a club from the top 5 leagues would have been. So in 2019, Red Bull bought SSV Markranstadt, a 5th division side from Leipzig, with a plan to promote it into the Bundesliga in 8 years. However, the branding initially seemed an uphill task because of the German Football Federation's strong rule regarding the commercialization of football clubs. The first hurdle came in the form of the team name. The German Football Federation did not allow branding in the club's name. So to use their initials, Red Bull named the club Rasenballsport Leipzig, which means long ball sport in German. The next hurdle was the 50+1 rule, which allowed club members to have a last say in the club's ruling. So to circumvent that, RB Leipzig hiked the annual membership fee out of everyone's reach, and even if someone pays that, the club has all the right to cancel their membership. As a result, RB Leipzig has only 21 voting members, contrary to a few thousand that clubs like Bayern or Borussia boasts. This has led to fan protests, boycotts or violence in some situations. Borussia Dortmund president Hans Watzke once described them as the marketing venture of Red Bull. But for a company that does not even manufacture their very own product, what could be the reason for building an entire network of football clubs? Is it just clever marketing, or is it more than that?
Quicker! Dig quicker! Here! Drink a Red Bull!
Well, initially, it seemed as this could be another marketing venture by them. However, as years have gone by, Red Bull Football has become more than just a branding machine for the company, and the lion's share of its credit goes to Ralf Rangnick. Rangnick, known as a professor in German football for his tactical exploits and for masterminding PSG Hoffenheim's meteoric rise into Bundesliga from a village club in the 3rd division, took charge as a sporting director of both Austrian and the German side. Rangnick had a clear view of where he wanted Red Bull Football to be in the near future. It was not only to win titles, but to be able to sell players for big profit, to develop a scouting network which could spot young talents across the world, to decrease the age of the senior team of RB Leipzig, and to play high-pressing direct football with great intensity. The result was astounding. RB Leipzig won 3 promotions in 4 years and took Bundesliga by storm in their very first season by finishing runners-up. Another facet of Rangnick's job was the way he bridged the gap between all the Red Bull clubs by creating a philosophy on which all the clubs play and they are run. This provided a great opportunity for the coaches and the players to move smoothly within Red Bull clubs. Take current RB Leipzig head coach Marco Rose for example. Born and brought up in Leipzig, Rose started his career as a head coach of RB Salzburg under 16. Then he was promoted to the under 18 team, whom he made UEFA Youth League champion in 2016-17. As a result, he was offered the first team job in 2019. Clubs within the Red Bull network operate differently from big clubs like Manchester City, Chelsea and Real Madrid. FC Liefering provides a platform to the budding young players whom they scout across continents, especially from Africa. Players like Dominic Szoboszlai, Benjamin Sesko, David Upamecano, Karim Adeyemi, Patson Daka were all part of this setup in the initial stages of their career. Red Bull Salzburg has been one of the leaders in Europe in terms of transfer balance, with 116 million euros coming in player transfer to RB Leipzig from 2013-2019. But in terms of success, they are yet to achieve anything big apart from Red Bull Salzburg, which definitely brings us to the next point. Is Red Bull football overrated?
Don't worry, my dear, I'm on my way. Oh, empty. That too.
The answer could be a big no.
No Red Bull, no wings.
Yes, if we look at their success, only RB Salzburg has managed to lift silverwares on a regular basis, but their overall contribution to football can't be overlooked, and we are making such assumption based on some points. Over the years, the Red Bull brand has been able to gain significant exposure through its involvement in football.
I feel very good.
All the clubs in the Red Bull portfolio have overseen a massive jump in their valuation. Red Bull has been able to create a unique footballing philosophy that emphasizes youth development, high pressing and attacking football. This has resulted in all the Red Bull clubs being known for their exciting brand of football, which has attracted many fans. Oliver Glasner, Eddie Hutter, Marco Rose, Jesse Marsch, Roger Smeed, Gerhard Stauber and Niko Kovac are some of the exciting managers Red Bull football has given to the world. All of them play an exciting, nerve-wracking, intense brand of football which is definitely worth watching. Their heavy investment in youth development have seen them developing players like Karim Adeyemi, Nordi Makiele, Tyler Adams, Seydon Clark, Christopher Nkunku, Benjamin Sesko, Nebi Keita, Marcel Sabitzer, Ibrahima Konate to name a few. Since 2010-11, RB Salzburg has posted a positive transfer balance of 342 million euros, which places them 5th in overall Europe, which definitely compensates their large investment in football. And as Red Bull here to stay for a while, who knows what the future holds.